Hello and welcome to this new section on fostering collaboration and building business acumen in this course, Master in Business Analytics. So, in this section, we will give you a good view of how to foster collaboration and business acumen. And there were a few things that we will talk about, and one of the things is how to work closely with marketing, finance, and operation team to understand their data needs, and that's what we will cover in detail in this lecture. So, fostering collaboration and business acumen requires you to do three things. First is to work closely with the marketing, finance, and operations team to understand their data needs. That is the starting point. Then you need to align your analytics projects with the key business goals. And these business goals could be like increasing revenue, reducing cost, and improving customer satisfaction. So that's how you need to bring the business impact focus. Third, you need to do is to present data, learn how to present data as evidence for strategic decisions. And in this manner, provide the required decision making support. So these are the three things that you need to do to foster collaboration and business acumen. Let us take a look at the first in more detail. How can we work closely with marketing, finance, and operations team to understand their data needs? So, working closely with these three teams, marketing, finance, and operations, to understand their data needs, involves three things. First, you need to collaborate with them. So, collaboration, you must have the skills of collaboration. You must be able to communicate well, and you must understand each department's goals and challenges. Each department is important, not all of them together, put together as a basket, but individually. And what are their goals? What is it that they want to achieve, and what are the challenges in achieving those goals? Now, how can you effectively align with these teams? Let us take a look at that. First is to, build a relationship and foster collaboration. And how can you do that? There are two things. You need to start by developing trust and rapport, where by engaging in regular meetings with the team members to build strong working relationships and show interest in their challenges and objectives. So that's how the first steps are to develop trust and rapport. Second, you need to understand the team dynamics. And how can you do that? You need to learn how each team operates, their workflows, and their key stakeholders. So, three things: how they operate, their workflows, and their key stakeholders. And then identify the decision makers and influencers in each department: marketing, sales, and finance, right? And operations as needed. So, that's the first step of building relationship and fostering collaboration. Then you need to learn the business objectives of each team, and this could be in the form of understanding for each team their goals and data needs. Say for marketing team, it could be the goals could be customer acquisition, engagement, retention, campaign performance, and ROI. And the data needs could be website traffic, campaign click-through rates, customer segmentation, and conversion matrices. For finance team, the goals could be budgeting, forecasting, profitability, a risk assessment, and regulatory compliance. And they may need data like revenue reports, expense tracking, cash flow analysis, and financial forecasting. And for operations team, their goal would be supply chain efficiency, production optimization, and inventory management. And they will need data like logistic data, production schedules, inventory levels, and process efficiency matrices, to name a few. So that's how you need to learn the business objectives and data requirements of each of the teams. Then you conduct stakeholders interview. You schedule one-to-one meetings with the team members, and there you ask questions like open-ended questions about their current challenges and goals. That is the key. We've been talking about goals and challenges right from beginning. Then understand the key decisions they make and the data they rely on. We mentioned some of the data in the last few slides. And then identify their existing data analysis processes. So that's what you need to do in these one-to-one meetings in conducting stakeholder reviews. Then observe workflows and processes as we were talking about. Spend time shadowing team members to see how they use data in their daily operations, and to understand the tools they currently use, such as CRMs, ERPs, and analytics platform. So observe and understand the workflows and processes that each of these teams use. Then translate business goals into analytics requirement. Then there you can do by doing three things. One, collaborating on defining key matrices that you can achieve by working with teams to establish measurable KPIs, and these KPIs could be customer lifetime value for marketing, inventory turnover for operations, etc., etc. Then you identify the data sources, and these you can do by determining where relevant data resides. Example, CRM systems for marketing, financial systems for finance. And then you ensure data collection methods aligned with the team's goals. And the third thing that you need to do to translate goals into analytics requirement is to create actionable reports by designing dashboards and reports that directly address their needs. And there you need to focus on simplicity and relevance, avoiding overwhelming them with unnecessary data. So give the required focused data that can help them translate the goals and meet the objectives. Then you need to educate the teams on data capability. That's where you need to explain what is possible. And in doing that, you need to educate teams on the analytical methods like predictive analytics, A/B testing, and their potential applications. And then provide training. Offer training sessions or tutorials on using tools like Tableau, Power BI, or Excel for self-service analytics. So that's how you can educate teams on data capability. Then one of the important thing is to implement feedback loop, and that can help you regularly check in with the teams. And that check-in you need to do to gather feedback on the utility of the analytics and the reports you provide as business analytics. And then make iterative improvements to align better with their evolving needs, because the needs will keep changing. And as they evolve, you need to make sure that you keep making iterative improvements. Work on the cross-functional projects with each of these teams. Say in marketing, you could be working on collaborating on customer segmentation for targeted campaigns, also predictive modeling for lead scoring. With finance, you could, for example, be working on developing financial forecasting models and automating expense reporting and variance analysis. And with operations, you could be working on optimizing supply chain processes with real-time data and building models to predict and reduce production downtime. So work on cross-functional projects like this. These are illustrative examples. You could choose to work based on what your organization needs. Use data storytelling to bridge the gaps. Present analytics insight in a way that aligns with your team's priorities, and use visualizations and narratives to make complex data accessible and actionable. So use storytelling to bridge the gap in this manner. Leverage collaboration tools where you can use platforms like Slack, Microsoft Teams, Jira to maintain open communication, or anything else that you see here. Share data and insights via collaborative tools like Google Sheets, Tableau Server, or Power BI. So leverage such collaboration tools. Be proactive and adaptive in doing all this. Stay informed about changes in the business strategies or market conditions that might affect data needs, and adapt your analytic approach to support new goals or challenges as they evolve and arise. See, by embedding yourself in teams' processes, actively listening to their needs, and tailoring your analytics to address their specific goals, you can build a strong partnership and drive data driven decision making across these functions of marketing, finance, and operation. So, what do we do next? So, having looked at how to work with these three teams, we will now look at how to align analytics projects with the key business goals, as we have talked about in this lecture also. So, thank you so much for watching this first lecture on fostering collaboration and business acumen in this course, Master in Business Analytics. I hope you're continuing to learn new things, continuing to enjoy, and I do look forward to see you again in the next lecture. Please feel free to message me if you have any questions. I'll be happy to answer your questions, and do download the PDF file to take a look at anything that you need to.